Ava Rogers and I am a fifth grade student at Marie Reed Elementary School. Thank you to our neighbors for coming together to keep our community safe this Halloween. I am excited to introduce Mayor Bowser today. Because of her leadership and commitment to public education, I can learn and explore at my school. For example, Marie Reed is a great school because the Marie Reed teachers and janitors and the principal, Miss Lundgren, they allow you to be yourself and they also allow you to express your inner self. Also, Marie Reed Elementary School is a great school because the teachers educate you more and you get to learn new things every day. We learn about decimals, different cultures, context clues. We even learn Spanish and many other subjects. The teachers are also helpful. For example, when you get puzzled, the wonderful teachers will or can help you understand better and learn from your mistakes. Like if you are in social studies class and you need help with answering a question or an assignment, the teachers will help you understand. Last but not least, the Marie Reed Elementary School is a great school because of the great activities that they offer during aftercare. Some of the activities that the students, especially students, enjoy are food prints, where we learn how to cook food, especially where we learn how to plant in the garden and more. Another one of Marie Reed Elementary School's activities is Velo City. Velo City is where the students get to be athletic. For example, in Velo City, you get to play soccer, run laps, and also have fun. I appreciate all Mayor Bowser does to make sure DC is fun and safe for children like me. Please welcome Mayor Maria Bowser.
Thank you, Ava. Thank you. Everybody, give Ava a big round of applause. Wow, what an excellent introduction, Ava. And I am so happy to say good morning to you and your colleagues at Marie Reed. I am happy to be here with members of our public safety team. So I want to introduce our Chief of Police, Chief Conti. Give Chief Conti a big round of applause. The Director of our Parks and Recreation Department, Delano Hunter. Give him a big round of applause. The Director of our Office of Gun Violence Prevention, Linda Harley Harper. The Director of the Mayor's Office of Nightlife and Culture, Selena Vandernat. Give her a big round of applause. And the Director of the DC Department of Transportation. Give them a round of applause. And I also want to recognize members of our public education team. Where are the teachers and staff of Marie Reed? Give them a big round of applause. So Ava had it exactly right. We're here to talk about safety and fun. And it is part of our job in DC government to make sure you're safe, have fun, and that you learn a lot. So your speech was right on point for what we're here to talk about. Now this is it's a fun weekend, right? What's happening this weekend and on Monday? It's Halloween. And so we want to remind the children, but also the adults who may be watching, how to stay safe on Halloween. So we expect our nightlife corridors this weekend will be very busy with Halloween festivities. And so one of our most important lessons is that as you are driving this weekend and on Monday, we need everybody to slow down and be extra vigilant, looking for our young people who may be in costumes. Some of them are dark. Some of them they can't see that well outside of their costumes. So we need everyone who is driving to look out for our kids and to be extra careful on our roadways. And when children get excited, we know that they're running around in between houses. We want everybody, all the adults, to make sure children are being well supervised and that they are wearing costumes that are well fitting so they're not tripping or falling and that they can see in those costumes. On Monday and throughout the weekend, we know that everybody is going to be out trick or treating, not eating their candy all on one day, right? And waiting for your parents to check all of your treats, right? All right. I also want to emphasize that the Nightlife Task Force, which is made up of multiple DC government agencies, will be out in our nightlife corridors on Saturday and Sunday, or Friday and Saturday, I should mention. And the chief of police works well with all of those agencies so that people who work for us, 37,000 people work for DC government, and many of them are going to be out. We also have what we call go teams out in areas where we expect that there could be large gatherings. And we want to remind everybody to be mindful of where you're going, who's there, and if you're going to be safe. The go teams are made up of non-law enforcement partners like our credible messengers and violence interrupters. They will be out on Saturday and Monday evening as well. And for our kids and teens, DPR is hosting where the fun happens, is hosting over 30 Halloween events, which Director Hunter will tell you more about. So with that, Marie Reed, we're going to hear a few short comments from our team, and then I think there's something here that is a spooky treat that you'll get to see. So with that, you'll hear from Chief Conti, Director Lott, followed by Director Hunter, and then I'll be able to answer a few questions while you go see the haunted house. Chief Conti.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. I just want to acknowledge these beautiful faces from Marie Reed, and I'm looking back here and seeing some of the little ones tippy-toeing, trying to see what's going on. I am just so incredibly proud to see all of you. Being a former DC public school student myself, it just brings back so many memories around this exciting time of the year. So I am the Chief of Police, Robert Conti, and I want to thank everyone for coming. As the mayor said, our top priority this weekend and into Halloween is safety of the whole District of Columbia. This weekend will bring celebrations, trick-or-treating, and families out and about. There's something for everyone this weekend, and we want to make sure everyone can enjoy the district's many events and activities. Our officers will be extra vigilant in our neighborhoods throughout the Halloween weekend, but it takes everyone to help. Many people don't think about spending Halloween with MPD, but we have some really cool safe haven events happening at all of our districts across the city. From festivals to trunk or treats to haunted houses like this one here at the 3rd District. We have events for children of all ages. We really encourage you to come check out some of our events and engage with officers as they put on their costumes. I think I see a couple of them back there. Hey, Spider-Man, one of our officers back there, as they put on their costumes to engage our community. There's a full schedule of events on MPD's website and social media. As a father myself, I want to take a moment to talk to parents about how we can make sure all of our kids are staying safe while trick-or-treating in their neighborhoods. Just like my son, I know your kids are excited to put on their costumes and go trick-or-treating. Have a plan ahead of time and take a moment to have a conversation with children about being aware of their safety while they are out trick-or-treating. Trick-or-treat in groups or with an adult present. Children should stay within familiar areas and surroundings. Children should use flashlights and stay on the sidewalks. Never go inside of a stranger's house. Never, ever, ever go inside of a stranger's house. With the sun setting earlier, make sure your kids are visible throughout the night. Make sure their costumes have a bright color or reflective materials. If your kids are wearing darker costumes, attach glow sticks to their costume that they can be seen from the front and the back. If they are wearing a mask, make sure it doesn't obstruct their vision. Avoid toy weapons. I know some of you might have police officer costumes, but let's try to avoid toy weapons. I know kids can get excited about getting to the next house for candy, but most importantly, we all need to make sure kids are aware of cars and traffic. Kids should always cross the street at crosswalks or corners and make sure they look both ways before crossing the street. Make sure they never cross between parked cars in the middle of the street. For drivers, it's your job to be aware as well. Slow down and watch carefully for our children. If you are out celebrating Halloween and having a drink, use one of many ride-sharing partners, Metro Transit, or a designated driver. And I have a message for people who choose to get behind the wheel after drinking. We have no tolerance for those who put our children and our communities at risk. Our traffic enforcement and impaired driving enforcement section will be out in force looking for people who are drunk behind the wheel. For those who choose to disregard the safety of our kids and families, we will hold you accountable. Halloween isn't just about the kids. We know there are many Halloween parties and haunted houses throughout the district. Our multi-agency nightlife task force, as the mayor mentioned, will be deployed this weekend to our entertainment corridors to help ensure people are enjoying the weekend in a safe manner. With that, I want to reiterate, it is everyone's job to make sure that we are all doing our part to make sure we are keeping everyone safe this Halloween weekend. I'm going to turn it over to Director Everett Lott with the district's Department of Transportation.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thank you, Chief, and Mayor, thank you very much. Question for you all, are we going to have some fun this weekend? Yeah! Are we going to have some fun? Yeah! And are we going to be safe this weekend? Yeah! All right, I love it, I love it. Good morning, everyone. My name is Everett Lott, and I am the Director for the District Department of Transportation, and I'm extremely, extremely happy to be here with the Mayor and with my colleagues at Metropolitan Police Department, the Nightlife Office, and the Department of Parks and Recreation. I must say that I also really, really love and enjoy Halloween. I have a son that I've taken out trick-or-treating for many, many years now, and so it's really important to him, it's really important to us that we do it as a family, and we also do it very safely. It's a party. It's a party where the venue is now our sidewalks, there are streets, and there are also our public spaces. So it's a celebration that's actually putting DC's walkability on display. And it gets the kids out, gets y'all to have some exercise and also enjoy some of that fun and sweet candy. Halloween is a very, very fun event for all ages, not just the kids, but even for some of the adults. But it's also one of the most dangerous days for the year, or of the year, when it comes to traffic safety, and especially when it involves our younger people. So with the night falling earlier, it's darker outside, and it's hard to see all the excitement of the night can serve as a distraction. So I need everyone to kind of keep this in mind. Studies have shown that the risk of pedestrian fatality is 43% higher on Halloween compared to any other day. That's 43%. So just think about that. And for children the risks are even higher. A Washington Post analysis from a few years ago found that pedestrians under the age of 18 were 3 times more likely to die from being hit by a car on Halloween versus any other day in the U.S. So those are some very, very scary statistics, and it's a reminder of why we're so committed to getting those odds down to 0 here in Washington, D.C., and not just on Halloween, but throughout the year. So as we progress with our Vision Zero fiscal year 2023 projects, we're bringing to fruition the mayor's budget commitments from earlier this year by improving safety on our high injury corridors. And this will be all around the district. This is where we have a high number of injuries, a high number of fatalities on roads such as Connecticut Avenue, where we're taking some very, very bold steps to build safer streets for everyone. And where we're taking that same attitude and that same approach on improvements to like Martin Luther King Jr. in Southeast, we're also rebuilding that particular corridor with safety in mind. And the same goes for our redesign efforts for Florida Avenue Northeast and also for Minnesota Avenue Southeast. So that is our commitment to make our streets safer throughout all of Washington, D.C., and that's for everyone. So DDOT is committed, and I am grateful to have Mayor Bowser and all of our partners here supporting this commitment. And we also need your help too. So make sure you and all the trick-or-treaters out there, whether you're walking, whether you're rolling, whether you're biking, that you stay vigilant and you stay extra, extra vigilant and extra, extra safe. And if you're driving, to all those adults out there, please slow down. Remember, it's our kids, it's your kids, it's these kids, and these are all of our kids. So let's keep that in mind. Let's keep our loved ones safe. And I wish all of you and all those out there a very, very fun Halloween. And now I'm going to introduce the Director of Parks and Recreation, Mr. Delano Hunter. Thank you.
Good morning. As the mayor mentioned, at DPR, we are known as the place where fun happens. And this weekend, that fun will be in overdrive as we celebrate Halloween. But this weekend will be the place where not just fun happens, but safe fun, free fun, and inclusive fun. And we have dozens of events all across the city this weekend, and we're grateful to Mayor Bowser for her support. And there's a little something for everyone, not just the kids, Mayor Bowser. This weekend will have a Halloween event. Last year we had over 200 dogs in costumes dressed up at Guy Mason Dog Park. That'll happen this year. We have events for teens and young adults, such as our costume basketball 3-on-3 tournament at Trinidad. And that's just a few. We want you to check out our 23rd annual Haunted House on the Hill at Fort Davis Recreation Center, and so many more events across the city this weekend. So we ask that you log on to dpr.events to check out the fun. We want you to register, and we want you to show up and have a good time. So with that being said, I'll turn it over to Mayor Bowser for our next events in the press conference. Thank you.
Thank you. So, DC, please go check all of our websites, DPR, and all of our agencies who are hosting events will be so happy to see you there. Be safe in your neighborhoods. Get to know your neighbors. Kids have fun. And we are going to be able now to check out what MPD has to offer over here with the fun house. Okay, so let's dismiss our boys and girls to take a look at the haunted house, and then I will be available for questions. Thank you, MPD, for setting this up for us.